philanthropic giving and consulting and all. You have a great website. I love your website.
Oh, and it's just being redone, and it'll be relaunched on May 1st. So
I read your stuff on the Huffington Post quite a lot, and nice to see you doing lots of stuff there. Transformational Philanthropy. That's a mouthful.
It is. It is.
I have a good understanding of it once you put it in layman's terms for us. What it is you do for a living.
Well, what I do for a living is help people give away money and receive money in a way that transforms or makes a difference. You know, most of the time when I worked with people, Stephen, and they were trying to give away money, they wanted to make a difference, and they'd give away the money and then never ever hear from the nonprofit again or the organization until, guess what? They wanted more money.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, you know, did those kids really get fed? Did those books get purchased and put on the library shelf? And did that mile of river get cleaned up that I thought was going to be cleaned up? Oh yeah, it did, but can you give us more money? And so my personal, one of the things I said in an interview around the holidays is I said, I'm addicted to philanthropy. That's my drug of choice. You know, that's what I want to be involved with, helping people give and receive, you know, philanthropic dollars and do really good with it so that it's a transformation, not a transaction.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. And your company is based in Chicago. How is Chicago these days? Is it really as windy as what
It is really as windy as what it is. I have a client that I sit on the third floor, and a couple of times it's been so windy lately I've thought, are those windows coming in at me or not? And usually I don't get that way. Chicago is fabulous. You know, it's one of the greatest cities. If you want to live in an urban area, it's a big little town, and you bump into people all the time that you know you wouldn't believe it in a city with 3 million people, 8 million in the greater, you know, Chicagoland area. But it's like Alpena. It's a big, small town, though.
And you come home often.
I do. I serve on the Alpena Community College Foundation Board, and we meet about 4 times a year. So I'm home for that and doing some work with our alma mater, Alpena High School, you know, and their AHS Excellence Fund, and helping them, you know, get the resources that they need in order that the students of today can be educated like we were.
You not only you know, use your profession to help on a wide scale, you know, throughout the country and throughout the world, but also you bring it home as well and help out the local folks, and that is just great.
I do. I absolutely love doing that, and you know, people are so great. People really do want to make a difference. I was over at the high school this morning dropping my niece off because, you know, I get a little quiet time and, you know, get to give a little push like, you are coming to Chicago, right? She's a junior, and we were talking in the car, and of course I stopped in to see Matt Poley and Nancy, and she was telling me that the reunion committees are gearing up for this summer, and they're reaching out to the high school and asking how they can make a difference, and so it's just all working so beautifully. Everyone, you know, everyone loves their hometown.
You know what time I was at Alpena High School this morning?
What?
2:30 this morning.
Okay, I don't want to know what you were doing.
Alpena High School Symphony Band and the Wind Ensemble both competed in the State Band Festival downstate. The Symphony Band got back at about 11 o'clock last night, and the Symphony Ensembles, the Symphony Wind Ensemble, they got back at about 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning. So, and I had one of those students to pick up early this morning at Alpena High.
So the question is, what did they do for those ensuing 3 hours?
You want to know how they did at this band festival? The
I would
state
love
festival?
to know.
Both bands, straight ones.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Excellent.
Top honors straight across from both bands.
Oh, that is, you must be so proud, and congratulations to the Alpena High School Wildcats.
You betcha. Their music programs just do great under the direction of Bonnie Moore, and congratulations, they represented Alpena very well in the state competition.
Well, one of the projects we're undertaking pro bono, giving back, that my niece and another junior at Alpena High School is involved with, is actually auditing and doing an inventory of all the trophies that have been won over the years. And you know, Steve, when we go into the school, we see all those trophies,
yes,
and
we do.
Don't pay attention. Nobody had ever done an inventory. We didn't know what we had. And this morning my niece was saying, oh my gosh, there in the FFA room there are cobwebs, and she said there's like hammocks of cobwebs with spiders, and we've got to do a better job. And apparently they found some are in the weight room, and in addition to the ones we just know, and now it's coming out of the woodwork. So they're up to almost 800 trophies inventoried so far, which you wouldn't believe for what is relatively a small community. But we have excellence, like the performance groups last night, as well as the athletics, and academics. Oh, academics is unbelievable.
Speaking of, well, the athletic part of it, Alpena Sports Hall of Fame coming up. The 1981 hockey team is being honored this year.
They are. That was a fun winter and spring watching them go to the championship. I was president of the pep club, so got to do all those pep buses to take them to the fans to see the team play. And last year we had our 30th reunion, and the team was honored by the class reunion committee, and they said, several of them said, you know, it was you fans that made the difference. You know, we did what we did on the ice, but it was really your following. So, you know, the Alpena community really comes out and supports its athletics. And then, of course, we had boys gymnastics win state championship too. That got a little overshadowed by hockey because we're a hockey town, but they had the state championship too. So fabulous year, and we're so proud that the boys hockey team from 1980-81, that championship team, is going to be inducted this May.
April is Autism Awareness Month. I know that you did a recent posting on a blog there in the Huffington Post about autism awareness.
Autism is, yes, we are very, very fortunate to work with groups that are helping parents to deal with autistic kids and educate them. One of our clients is Easter Seals Metropolitan Chicago, and they are doing amazing work. You know, most of us have heard of the Easter Seals brand, but there's no disease called Easter Seals, so, you know, what do they really do? Well, they're one of the country's leading provider of autistic services, and what does that mean? That means that they're making sure that those children who have autism, wherever they are on the spectrum, are being educated, are being trained to be in the workforce. The group we're working with in Chicago is one of 80 chapters, and they have a pioneering program. They've just built a school and research center attached to a medical university. They're now building a fitness and warm water therapy pool.